Alright guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to go over a story titled, My Girlfriend, a 21-year-old female, wants an open relationship. And guys, let me tell you, I've covered a lot of stories in my time in the last 3 years here on YouTube, almost 3 years. I would say probably about 1,400 videos now between both channels. And hands down, this young guy, is probably the most clueless SIMP that I've ever covered in a story. In fact, guys, I challenge you to watch this video and see, in your opinion, on a scale 1 to 10, where this guy is. Because in my opinion, he's a 45. This story I'm going to cover here is a great example of what not to do. For all you guys that like to watch for entertainment, but also to learn something to make sure you don't make mistakes and all that, this is it. This guy does everything that I tell you guys in stories not to do. And if you do them, you're going to be treated horribly by women, taken advantage of, the whole 9 yards. And it doesn't make a difference where you are in the world, United States, in Europe, Asia, whatever. Men are men, women are women. Human nature is human nature. Doesn't matter. So guys, I'm going to go through this, and let me tell you, this is honestly I'm in a particularly good mood today, so I'm not going to be too harsh on this guy, even though he has it coming. But this is truly a lost brother that needs help. And this is exactly why I do what I do. So, starts off, and by the way, I'll try to minimize commentary, and the key word is try, until the end. It says here, my girlfriend, a 21-year-old female, and I, 23-year-old male, met on Tinder about 1.5 years ago. She's actually my first girlfriend, and has quickly become the single most important person in my life. I'm sure you guys can see the problems already here. At that time in my life, I had no friends, no girlfriends, and barely talked to anyone. My social life was very bland, and I mostly kept to myself. When I matched with her on Tinder, I was super excited because she was very beautiful, and I could not wait to meet her. As we started to date, a lot of red flags were thrown my way. Gee, you think? But I easily ignored them. After about 2 months of us going on dates, I asked her to be my girlfriend. From this point forward, I could not ignore the red flags anymore. So let's review. He met her on Tinder. Bad way to go. Tinder's for hookups, nothing more, not girlfriend material. She was his first girlfriend, which shows he completely has no idea what to do, how to handle her, all that. He says here, my social life was very bland. I mostly kept to myself. Now, I got no problem with loners, but still, you need to be able to have social skills. Otherwise, you're going to be eaten alive by people that in life, girlfriends and all that. He says here, she became the single most important person in my life. Translation, she was on the pedestal. I did everything for her. She was my queen. You start to put all this together, guys, we got major problems. And this guy begging to be taken advantage of. And of course, he says here how beautiful she was and couldn't wait to see her and all that. Super overly eager. Women, even if she liked this guy a lot in the beginning, a guy behaves like this, immediately they're going to be turned off and either break up with the guy or cheat on him and use him for his resources, attention, all that. And he said ignored all the red flags. But the thing is, this guy obviously doesn't know what the red flags really are. So he continues. Her personality. To give you some background on her, and I like to classify her as a party girl. She's all about trying to have fun and live life to its fullest. Define have fun and live life to its fullest. She's all about trying to have fun and live life to her fullest. She gets easily bored and has low patience. She has a lot of self-confidence and definitely gets what she wants in life. She's a very outgoing person, but does not actively put herself in the spotlight. But when she is in the spotlight, she absolutely loves it. Okay, so when she is in the spotlight, she loves the attention validation here. And a party girl. Party girls aren't girlfriend material. They're carousel riders. It says, my personality. I'm a very shy and quiet person. I don't socialize much and can oftentimes come off as a bit rude and abrupt. I don't mean to be that way, it's just how I am. I don't have any friends and find it difficult for me to make new ones. I don't like being in the spotlight, and I hate when a lot of attention is on me. I'm a fairly easygoing person, and I don't have many requirements to keep me happy. So, I have no problem with a guy being a loner. I'm not a people person, an introvert, but you got to have social skills. This guy has no friends, no social life, nothing. So what happens is when you have a guy like that, he meets a girl he really likes. Of course, she's the only person he hangs out with, and most people need some human interaction, let alone they want to get some. So that immediately sets the stage to put her on the pedestal and kiss her butt and all that. That is the wrong way to go. He says, the good parts. My girlfriend and I get along very well. When we are together, we have a great time and can often find ourselves completing each other's sentences. We like to hang out a lot and go to clubs and bars together. We both say I love you just about every day, and we oftentimes will stay the night with each other. She has definitely helped me come out of my shyness and has introduced me to a lot of new things that I've never experienced before. She has become someone I like to think about a lot and oftentimes make my decisions around her. We talk about getting married and having children of our own. Making decisions around her, smack. There are definitely many smacks before. Right there. No masculine guy, no guy that has his way with women and all that, is going to make his decisions based around her. He's going to do what he wants to do, and she can come along for the ride. Let alone her being the single most important person in his life. No guy is successful, no successful with women or successful in general is ever going to do that. And you guys all know this, but I got to point that out. The red flags. When we first met, she had told me she did massages for a living. And I thought she met at a massage parlor. But I later found out that she did them at her apartment. First red flag. I've heard of traveling masseuse, okay? And I wouldn't trust that. But she has the guys come to her place. This doesn't sound like a masseuse. This sounds to me like she's a escort. And just has them come to her place. Second, she had a lot of guys in her Snapchat. And she was constantly talking to them and called them her clients. She's her girlfriend, bro. She shouldn't be talking to other dudes. But of course, this guy doesn't know this, and he certainly doesn't have the balls to lay down the law. And remember, she's the center of his universe, the most important person in his life, and so he has no one else to socialize with and talk to. He obviously doesn't want to mess that up and make her mad, so he's not going to call her out in her BS. And remember, women don't respect guys that are pushovers, that are doormats. And this guy is Captain Pushover, Captain Doormat. And what happens to guys like that? They cheat on him, take advantage of him, all that. This guy obviously had no male role model to teach him the ropes about how things are. You can see, guys, remember I asked you in the beginning of the video, scale of 1 to 10, how much of a clueless SIMP this guy is. But we're just getting started. It says here, third red flag is she would always post provocative pictures on her Snapchat story. At one time hid me from seeing a story of her performing S-word acts on another man. She had claimed it was an old video and only posted it for fun. Soon she got an actual job in a massage parlor and no longer does her business at her place. Define her business. I don't think she was a masseuse. If she was making so much money as a masseuse as her own business at her place, then why would she go get a job working for somebody else getting paid less? Unless she was doing an illegal activity at her place and had her clients on her Snapchat. You don't talk to, let alone do what she was describing to your clients, unless your clients are something else. But right there. She's posting provocative pictures and a video of her doing, and this guy is allowing this. You want to talk about he's desperate not to lose her and to anger her. It goes on. The cheating. I've caught her cheating, wait for this, guys, 10 plus times. This is no exaggeration. As time went on, her cheating either got more obvious or I paid more attention, and I'm not sure which one. The first few times I caught her cheating and threatened to leave. She would cry and ask me for forgiveness, but now she does not even apologize. She doesn't apologize anymore because she knows you're not going anywhere. She cheated 10 plus times. This is what he knows of. So girls are really good at being sneaky and covering the tracks. So I'd say probably she's done it 30 times in a year and a half. Cheats once, you walk. That's it. It's over. Because if you stay, it just tells them, hey, I'm a sucker. I'm going to let you do whatever you want to me. So please keep cheating on me. See? 10 plus times. Does this sound like girlfriend material, marriage material, what she was talking about? Smack. Never tolerate that, guys. This guy should have been out of there. Yet he's still with her. I would always threaten to leave and break up with her, but I knew that I could never leave her and was only hoping she would not notice me bluffing. Smack. What do you mean you could never leave her? Of course you can leave. Have some self-respect, dude. You would think that the more I catch her cheating, the more it would be easy to deal with. But sadly, this is not the case. Each time she cheats on me, it feels like a punch to my stomach and a stab to my back. It has gotten so bad that we can't even go about a week without her cheating. Break up with her, you moron. This is why, guys, it's important that you build yourself up as a man, that you have good social skills, and you're comfortable with yourself in the world, that you don't rely on one person for your happiness. That's what this guy's doing. I mean, unless she is the most incredible body in the world, incredible giving head and doing other things, even then it's not worth it. This is why I do what I do. This is why every guy needs a mentor, to teach him reality. You see what the damage that movies and TV shows of this day and age does to these guys, to be that nice guy pushover that just allows the girl to do all these things and keep coming back for more, to make her the center of your universe, to make all your plans around her. And I know I said I would try to minimize the commentary, but at this point I can't help myself. It goes on. I've tried having serious conversations with her about it, but she often does not want to talk about it or will tell me that I'm being controlling and crazy. I was waiting for that label. You're insecure. You're controlling. Bitch, you cheated on me 10 freaking times, amongst many other things. Don't tell me I'm being controlling. Was this guy betrothed to her from birth? Are they secretly married? That's why he can't leave. Does she have some dirt on him? That's why he can't break up with her? I mean, good Lord. I ask her why she cheats, and her response is that when our relationship gets boring, she wants something new and have fun just for a few hours. Oh, well, if it's just for a few hours, then no big deal. If it goes beyond 24 hours, then it's actually cheating. I asked her if she actually loves me, and she always says yes, and she can see us being husband and wife in the future. And this guy actually is buying into this. She doesn't care. She's a total sociopath. Total narcissist. And not to mention, this guy is such a doormat, a pushover. I think she's doing this on purpose to punish him for being so weak. Women do that. I've also asked her if she cares about her high body count, and she told me that she's very proud to have a very high body count. Welcome to Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0. And guess what his body count is? 1. The open relationship. A few months back, she had mentioned about having an open relationship, and I quickly told her no. Dude, you're in an open relationship, you just haven't agreed to it yet. I originally did not want an open relationship because I was really upset that she was cheating on me. If we did have an open relationship, she would not even try to hide it from me. Dude, she's not even hiding it from you now. The first time she was, but after you stayed and listened to her waterworks and listened to her BS stories, she's not even trying to hide it anymore because she knows you're that pathetic. A couple weeks ago, she started talking about it again. Every time she brings up the topic, she almost always seems excited. Yeah, because she now wants a free pass to keep cheating, but keep you around to take her out to dinner and buy her things and listen to her bullshit problems. She asked me why I don't want an open relationship and tries to justify having one. She usually says that she has never been in an open relationship and wants to give it a try. You guys are in an open relationship. You just haven't classified it as that. At this point, I feel as though it may be worth a shot. Smack! Dude, you're just giving more permission for her to cheat. This is because I know I will never leave her, and that point is already pretty much an open relationship. Smack! You never tell a woman you'll never leave her. Guys, you need to have a gal think, your girlfriend, that if she crosses the line, pushes you too far, whatever you want to call it, you're out of there. That's the only way she's going to respect you. But if you get one of these guys that say, I'm always going to be there no matter what, she's going to think, okay, I can do this, I can do that. He ain't going anywhere, and this guy's actions have proven that. This is because I know I will never leave her, and at this point, it's pretty much an open relationship. I've told her I want her to change and to stop cheating on me. But she tells me that she cannot promise me anything right now. Should I agree to the open relationship? Any advice in this situation? Dude, you need a serious dose of reality. I have no idea if he's ever going to see this, but he posted online looking for answers. You need to run from this chick as fast as possible, like your ass is on fire. This girl in no way, shape, or form cares about you, loves you, and most certainly doesn't respect you. Because your behavior, by making her the center of your universe, making her the most important person in your life, has caused her to treat you in such a way. You don't pay attention to people's words, you pay attention to her actions. And her actions show she doesn't give a flying fuck about you, your feelings, anything like that. And you need to end it with her and cut off all ties, social media, email, text, phone call, whatever. And get some freaking self-respect. You need to work on yourself, find out where you went wrong, understand. Truly has to be able to, he needs to distance himself from her and then find out where he went wrong. You don't make a woman the center of your universe. You don't make a woman the most important person in your life, because when you do that, they lose respect for you. That's what all the movies tell you to do, and look what happens in reality. In the movies, it works out great. But in reality, no. Girl, you see red flags, you call her on it. If she cheats, you break up with her. End of story. No matter how much she cries, no matter how much she begs, no matter how much she promises you things, it's over. Because when a girl cheats on you, and you take her back, she'll do it again. And she's done this repeatedly. Okay? I mean, I'm sure you work on yourself. You can get you got her, so I'm sure you can get another girlfriend down the road, but you need to work on yourself. And stop acting like this. Okay? I mean, I can't begin to go on and on where this guy went wrong. All right? You stay with her, it's going to be worse. Okay? No woman who loves a guy wants to be in an open relationship. Okay, unless both people are into that alternative lifestyle from the beginning. It never works. But your whole relationship has been an open relationship. And I guarantee she was cheating on you to this dude here. I don't know if he'll see this. I guarantee she's been cheating on you long before you caught her. So you need to break up with her, move on, work on yourself, become the best version you can be of yourself, start developing your social skills, going out and talking to people and all that, so that way you can start making some friends, and that way you don't put all your stock into one person for your personal happiness. Honest to God. So guys, after this story is over, comment away. You want to smack the hell out of them in the comment section with your words? It's open season. Go right ahead. Or if you want to have some helpful words of advice to help this guy out, also do that too. Because as much as if I saw him, I'd give him a good smack in the face to knock some sense into him, this is a lost brother who does need help. Because there are plenty of guys, I'm sure there's plenty of guys out here, they're watching this now, that have been pretty lost too. But one way or another, you found your way. This guy needs help. Now, but before I wrap this up, I'll read a few comments here. This guy says, the description of yourself is why you don't have any friends and can't make any new ones. This chick, every time you go back to her, every time you talk to her, you are belittling yourself. She has clearly treated you like shit. You sound like her toy. That's exactly it. Well said. This guy is her toy. Another guy says, this is the hardest lesson you will ever learn as an adult. To leave someone you genuinely want because you love yourself. Leave with what is left of your dignity intact. Your problem is perspective. You seem to think she's God's gift to the earth. Let me tell you, every single man who's trapped and bounced doesn't see it that way. She's everyone's girl. She is everyone's girl. Shit, maybe I hooked up with her. I don't know. She's not yours. Move on. If you could pull an attractive woman with barely any perceived social competency at 23, you can do it again. What happens when you actually get her? Get your shit together. The only reason she's with you is because you're giving her the best of both worlds. She gets to be a hoe and gets a loving commitment from you. Leave. Exactly. The only reason she's hanging on to this guy is because obviously resources, or gives her attention, or she has a guy that's sticking around, something like that. But this girl is a total 100% carousel rider. Truly, as the guy said, HOE. I try to watch what I say here. And again, remember, he met her on Twitter. I mean, not Twitter, Tinder. Okay, that's a cesspool. That ain't girlfriend material. And last one, this guy says, dude, party girls are not for relationships. Drop her like a sack of potatoes and move on. She's cheating and will break your heart. Too many red flags? Run, son, run. Yes, as Jenny from Forrest Gump said, run, Forrest, run. But guys, I have done, like I said, this is, in my opinion, the worst that I've ever covered. You may disagree, for you guys have watched me for a long time, but I think this is the worst. But you know what? There's still hope for everybody. He's 23. There could be, unless he has some serious social issues, like he doesn't comprehend social norms and stuff like that. I think this guy, there is a possibility. There's some hope this guy could be saved. But the first thing he has to do is realize he doesn't know shit. He needs to pull his head out of his ass, look at reality, and get a very hard dose of it to hopefully learn. Okay? Many guys have made a lot of stupid mistakes. I made stupid mistakes, but not like this when I was younger, and have learned from it. So I really hope he does, okay? So hopefully you guys will comment away. First, let me know in the comment section if you think this is the worst. Scale 1 through 10 of the SIMP scale. Let's hear it. 1 being nothing, 10 being the worst of all time. Let's hear it. But also give this guy some pieces of advice about self-respect, walking away, social skills, all that, because this guy worked on himself. Social skills and all that, learn to actually talk to people, start making friends. Then he meets a chick, the only person he's interacting with. He won't make her like he's like the center of his universe, the most important person ever, making all his decisions around her. No woman in a million years will respect a guy who behaves like that, ever. And if they say they would, they're lying, or they don't get it. All right, guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. I cannot wait to read the comments. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.